once in a while, if you're lucky enough, you meet a person that really changes your outlook on life. A person that faces insurmountable odds, yet they never complain or feel sorry for themselves. Recently, I met someone just like that. He's a 30-year-old Warren resident battling a rare disease called Dystonia. His name is Jason Dunn, and his story will truly amaze you. More in this week's Medical Journal. The obstacles Jason Dunn faces on an average day are more than most people can fathom. Jason has a debilitating neurological disorder called dystonia that causes involuntary muscle contractions, which force certain parts of the body into abnormal, sometimes painful movements.
Dystonia literally means abnormality in muscle tone. Tone is the resistance to movement. So dystonia generally consists of fixed involuntary postures of one or more extremities, or the face, or the neck. So there are many different types.
Jason has generalized dystonia, the severest form of the disease, where it affects most or all of the body.
People may get dystonia of the face and jaw, which may lead to difficulty swallowing or chewing. There's dystonia of the vocal cords, which affects their voice.
Jason used to receive Botox injections to his vocal cords to help relax the muscles, but he stopped due to complications with his jaw, and now he can't talk. He communicates through a light writer device. Jason has been suffering from dystonia since the age of 6.
As a general principle, the earlier it starts, the worse the severity.
Jason's gone through 4 unsuccessful surgeries for his dystonia, yet still remains optimistic.
Oh, he's great. Anybody that would meet him would fall in love with him. He has an attitude of, he said to me this morning that he should be frustrated. He goes, but I'm not, because what can you do about it? And I'm like, you know what, that's the best attitude, Jason. And he does have the greatest attitude, and funny, he jokes. His jokes are hilarious.
Jason lives alone, and although it may be difficult to watch video of him struggling through his daily activities, he's invited our cameras into his home in hopes that his story draws attention to a disease many have never heard of.
He has a great personality. He's willing to try anything. It's just that he just never complains about anything. He's got a good sense of humor. He's accepted this disease amazingly, and he really has to go through a lot to get around through the course of a day. And it's, it's just amazing to watch him what he has to go through without, ever complaining.
Jason prepares his own meals. He eats while lying down because it gives him better balance, and does his own laundry. The washer and dryer are in the basement. Jason insisted on showing us how he's mastered the stairs. Some of Jason's biggest challenges have come from living in an aging home that isn't equipped for the disabled.
The entryways are definitely narrow. He has fallen and hit his eye on the corners, and the furniture is just not appropriate and laid out, and he needs a lot of help.
The house itself is pretty much falling apart. He's lived here I think 20 years it is. And the bathroom has some mold going on in it, and we don't know if it's black mold. It hasn't been tested. The house is really hard for him to navigate. It's hard for him to get through the doorways. When he goes through the doorways, sometimes, because of this dystonia, his muscles kind of throw his body around. Sometimes he'll hit his head on the doorways going through. This kid, 7 days a week, 52 weeks out of the year, this kid kind of like shows us how lucky we are. This kid can use all the help that he can get.
If you would like to help Jason with some of his desperately needed home repairs, donations can be made to the Jason Dunn Trust Fund at Charter One Bank. That's on Shaner in Warren.